Boys, I might have found a pack method in Madden 24. Let's give it a try. Now, so family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your week. And without further ado, let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Now, what we're going to be attempting in today's video is to buy cards which allow us to unlock one specific pack in Madden 24, which right now is spitting out players that are relatively inflated. Let me explain. Now, what we're going to be focusing on in this video is a pack which is located in the sets. Go to the sets, filter it on over by the program core set, and boys, I am intrigued by the 96 to 97 overall elite player exchange. Now, the reason why I say I'm intrigued by this pack and why I think there is value in here is because the 94 overall players that go into this are all selling at their minimum. You can find so many 94s at the minimum price number, and the card you get in return, which is a random 96 to 97, well, some of these players are selling for an inflated price. When we take a look at the market right here, you guys are going to see that 96 to 97s right now are selling for more than their market minimum and relatively significantly for some players. Now, examples of some cards you'd be really excited to pull in Madden 24 are some of the Redux 96 and 97s. Those are selling at a pretty good price. If we take a look at some of the Infinite Flux 97 overall players, these cards are selling at about 200k. The Team of the Year 97s are really good. The Redux players are really solid, but probably the best cards you can pull right now are some of the Ultimate Legend 96s that go into the specific Ultimate Legend sets. That's kind of why I had this idea, because as you guys can see right here, even if you're pulling a 96 overall player, which you might think to yourself, oh, that's not a very good pull. Well, if you pull a 96 Andrew Luck, that card is selling for about 200,000 coins plus. That right there would be a ton of coins. That's 286k. But it's not just Luck. If you pull a 96 overall John Randall, that card is expensive. Adrian Peterson, Ray Lewis, a lot of these 96 overall players, Calvin Johnson, a lot of these 96s are selling at an inflated price. So again, what I'm thinking and what we're going to try in this video is we buy 94s at their market minimum, and then we turn that into a 96, which hopefully we pull a good one, or we pull a 97, which makes us profit. Now let's dive into some of the numbers, but before we do, on the screen right here is the new sign-up special over on Underdog Fantasy. We got our boy Jason Tatum. His line has been set to 0.5 points, meaning all he's got to do is score 1 point in the game tonight. If you think JT is scoring a point in the game, you would win that pick and win cash. Now, if you want to take advantage of that new sign-up special, it is simple. You got to be a new sign-up. So if you sign up with Underdog Fantasy and you are totally new to the app, put in the promo code SWIFT while you're signing up, and that will get you Jason Tatum's line set to 0.5 points. Now, if you're thinking SWIFT, what is Underdog Fantasy? They're a place where you can make picks on NBA games. You're basically picking how well you think players' stats are going to be. Are they going to be higher or lower than the projected line that Underdog gives you? Now, on the screen is an example of what a winning slip would look like. Depending on how many picks you get correct, you can 3, 6, 10, or even 20x your money. If you want to check out Underdog, again, I'm going to leave it linked in the description. All right, now on the topic of numbers, unfortunately, this pack is not as much of a guarantee as the Jason Tatum 0.5 point special, but it is interesting. I don't know that it's going to be even close to guaranteed, although I am excited to try it in this video. Now, step number 1 is go through and buy 94 overall players. You got to get 94s to get this set done, and again, it is going to be easy to find these cards at the minimum. 33k is the minimum. Filter position by position, and you should just see a ton of these players up for 33k. As you guys can see, pages and pages of them, tons and tons of them, and to be honest, we're not even fully filtered down right here. We only see 41 minutes on these cards, so we're not even close to the full filtering. Now again, 33k is the number that I'm personally buying at. We'll see if we make profit by buying at that number, so watch to the end of the video to see whether or not we make coins, but 33k times by 4 gives you a number of 132k. Now that essentially means we are spending 132,000 coins every single time we go through here and open this pack up, so we're going to kind of use that as our target. If we make more than that by selling off the player, we're profitable. If we make less, we lose. And again, very simply, filter down by anything. It's pretty easy to find these 94s. Now, is this going to make you coins? Well, I'll have an answer for you in a second. And in terms of the cards we're going to get, as you guys can see, just by lazy filtering, we're going to see there's a lot of players selling at like 130, which is interesting, right? We're only spending 132. A card selling at 130, that doesn't make you coins, but it's not horrible. And then, of course, you got the chance to pull a 96 or a 97 that's inflated, like these cards selling at 200k plus. All right, let's get this one started. I'm excited. These types of packs are usually pretty fun to open in this game, and when there's a chance that it can make you coins, coins, it's even more fun because the numbers honestly aren't horrible on this. Let's do this set 4 times. We're going to open this pack up 4 times, and I'll see you guys then. Hopefully we have some good luck. Now, you know what we say over here. Drop a like down below for pack luck. It would be greatly appreciated, and let's get started with pack number 1. Again, an animation I would like to see is probably the Ultimate Legend animation. Those 96s are expensive. If we see the Infinite Flux animation, we're in a good spot. Ideally, though, we probably want to pull a 97. Those cards are more expensive, or a rare Ultimate Legend NFL Honors card right here. A 96 overall CJ Stroud. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the worst cards we can pull. This card is selling at 109. Not horrible. This will lose us some coins. It doesn't sell for the minimum. Again, like I said, a lot of these cards aren't selling for the minimum. We're buying players at the minimum and rolling into cards that aren't selling for the minimum. It's interesting. That's why I think there's a chance here. But card number 1 does not make us coins. Again, we'll do our final tally at the end of the video after we open up these final 3 packs. Card number 2, who's it gonna be? It's the Ultimate Legend animation. Please be a good one. 97 Ed Reed. Okay, so you know what? We pull a 97, which isn't bad, but unfortunately, this card, I believe, is selling at the minimum. He's selling at 130k. We spend 132 on the pack. Unfortunately, this is not one of those cards that's going to be inflated above their minimum. It's a 97, which isn't horrible. It's basically a break-even card. We lose about 10k after tax, which is too bad. I'm hoping we can get like one big pull in this video. Give me one card that's selling for 200k plus. There's a handful of them, to be honest. Like we showed, those Infinite Flux cards, some of the Ultimate Legend 96s. There are some cards in here that are pretty expensive. Card number 2 is going to be showing us. Let's see what animation we get. It's Ultimate Legend again. Please be a good 96. 96 Antonio Cromartie. Okay, that's a 96, but it's not a good one. This card is probably at the minimum if I had to guess. 96k. Again, that doesn't make us coins. We're not in a situation where we're looking like we're going to profit in this video, but we do have one more pack to try and salvage it. All right, final pack. EA Sports, can you give me something good? 21, can you do some for me? This could be good. This could be solid. 97 Grant Delpit. Okay, I believe this should be our best pull of the video. I'm going to check how much the card is selling for, but just on first glance, this card I know has good stats or solid stats. How much is it going to sell for? Hopefully not the minimum. He sold for 180, but he sold for 130 a lot of other times. I could try and sell the card for more. Unfortunately, though, boys, it does not look like we are profiting in the video. We probably lose about 75 to 100k, which is too bad. Again, like I said, we didn't really get lucky. We didn't pull one of those rare cards. I will say, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get a rare card. If you want to try this method, you can. If you want to go through and clear out your binder, this could be an interesting way of doing so by just going through and tossing in some of your 94 overall players that you just don't want to sell at your minimum. I think that's where there's probably more value with this method. If you want to give this a try, absolutely do so. Am I going to say that you should or that you need to? No, but am I going to say you shouldn't? I don't think this is something you should totally avoid. I don't think it's a bad method. I know for us personally, we didn't really have success with it, but I do think that the numbers, the underlying numbers, they're not horrible, right? Like I said before, there's a solid number of players that are selling for much more than their minimum, which is why this method is interesting. And you can get the sets done at the minimum price possible, which is interesting to see. So yeah, boys, that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so very much for the love and support on the channel. You guys are the absolute best. I really do appreciate you guys so much. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.